So I would like to start this discussion with Sanjay sir. Sanjay sir, can you please take us forward on your thoughts on this sector and what do you think is the future for affordable housing?
Interesting and contemporary issue which is being faced by our citizens across the country, irrespective of the states. Definitely, some states the problem is more uh, chronic or more acute, if I would say, like where metros have come up, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and so on and so forth. Typically, house to be affordable, its financial outflow towards rentals or monthly EMI should not exceed 30 to 35% of the household income, or the cost of the house is up to 5 times of the household's gross annual income, because some portion only a person can attribute or assign to buy a house. But he can't buy
Hmm.
an affordable house if his income is per annum 12 lakhs and he is planning to buy a house of 45 lakhs or 50 lakhs. So we have to see on these lines. MoA has recently said that only 10% of the current housing supply is affordable in India. That is the supply. So, which means what? It means
Hmm.
that very fewer options are available for buyers with lower income groups. And this practically, I
True.
see many poor people, class 3, class 4, especially class 4 daily wage workers, per people running some small carts on roads. They come and they ask for affordable EWS or such type of housing, and it's very difficult to get them a proper, decent one bedroom, one living room, one kitchen type of like a we call a studio apartment for them in a decent area. And there is a challenge of connectivity. There is a challenge. How far can he go from his workplace or her workplace? Because both the husband and wife these days they are working, so they may be going very far off places. So it has to be near to their workplace. Now, near to their workplace means there the land may be very expensive. So the builder may find it very difficult to develop it at that cost. So these are some of the challenges. It's both challenge and at the same time for the industry, it's an opportunity also how to address it. If we can come up with some technological
Solution.
solutions
Hmm.
or construct a type of house where I was watching on television, and even in America, people are trying to come up with plug and play type of houses. Uh,
Okay.
uh, since 2011, what one of the reports, Knight Frank India reports, had said that only 11% of the total private equity has come in the residential market. So there are challenges of fund flow into the sector. Banks have their own constraints. We keep talking to bank, and we had two state level bankers committee in which we had put this as an agenda to them, that why don't you come to us for business. All
Hmm.
their senior executive directors and managing directors of nationalized banks, they come to us, please give us business, please give us RERA accounts, and so on and so forth. I tell them, why don't you go and talk to, and we provided them a list of promoters, and along with their projects, because only promoter
Hmm.
would mean nothing, along with their projects which required funds, which required loans or fund flow into that project. Some of the bankers had approached. In very few it clicked, but we are happy
Okay.
that at least in few it clicked out of some more than 5 6 dozen projects. So these are the challenges which are there now.
Sir,
As per
any specific reason for not getting clicked? मतलब from a banker's perspective, क्या challenge आता?
as some of them are legacy projects, or many of them are legacy projects which got stalled because of the land acquisition problem which started in 2011-13, farmers
Hmm.
agitation, and stuff like that. So they got delayed. So their economics have slightly got skewed. So therefore, the
Hmm.
bankers are also
Okay.
slightly skeptical. Now, according to our census data, 1.7 million homeless people are there who are in dire need of affordable housing. And
Hmm.
according to some research, the housing shortage had risen from around 19 million in 2012 to 29 million in 2018, and it would increase manifold because the magnet of urbanization nobody can stop. So people
Hmm.
get drawn from rural, semi-rural areas to urban areas to in search of jobs, in search of better jobs, in search of white collar jobs. Nowadays, people are getting educated. IT companies are coming, but unfortunately, they are coming in metros, Lucknow, Noida, Gautam Buddha Nagar, Gurgaon. So they are coming. So
True.
now, once they come, where do they live? Rentals are expensive, where their
Hmm.
workplace, so they need a house. So these are some.
Hmm.
Now we all are aware that there are some of these standard which all the panelists are aware of, but we can deliberate how to solve it. One is the scarcity of land. Land cannot be stretched. Yes, some places reclamation projects are taking place like Maharashtra and other places, but in many landlocked states, you can't do that. But how do we address this issue? Because again, some speakers would definitely mention that how do we get cheap land? Land is expensive. If land is expensive, which is a big component in the project cost, so how do we make it
Major
affordable? Or
कंस्ट्रक्शन मटेरियल
more than
लैंड
that,
दोनों ही बहुत.
how do we address the EWS housing, where there is a
Hmm.
huge governmental support? Then connectivity issues, because it has to be near to their workplace. Lack of, or there has to be very good transport systems, metros or some such arrangements. There's lack of private participation. Financial avenues are there, but there are way forwards. There are opportunities. There, everyone knows today who are in the panel that there are government initiatives. Government of India has come up with PMAY scheme, and it's a huge budget, and this is going on. And the budget for 2024 of Government of India, they have allocated 30,171 crores. So that's a good allocation
Hmm.
for PMAY urban. So that's one opportunity which we can catch and try to do something. Then we have to also uh, address the demand side constraints. Uh, I was hearing somebody would ask for subsidies. The allottee would like to have subsidy because he is unable to pay the full money. The government and the government of India and the state government, they come in EWS schemes and they pay
Hmm.
some portion is paid by government of India and some portion is paid by the state government, and some portion he pays, and then the EMI and things like that. They have the issues of getting loans. The In the affordable also, in that one, there is an issue of getting a home loan, though government of UP has done a good thing that they have allowed mortgage, which was not permitted. So this
Okay.
facility, the
Hmm.
state government has now done. There was a restriction of 5 years on mortgage earlier when the scheme had come,
Okay.
but now government of UP has allowed to mortgage it uh, even before that, so that he can get a
Very good.
bank loan. Otherwise, getting a bank loan, especially for the poorer section of the society in India, is not so easy.
Impossible.
The
Hmm.
documentation required, the collaterals required, and stuff like that. So this mortgage has
Hmm.
been allowed by the state government. Similar, but this facility was is also required more so in the EWS and LIG sector, and government of
Right.
UP is seriously considering of lifting this restriction even in the EWS and LIG house for EWS and LIG housing. Then
I think
you
that's a very good concept, sir, because that will solve a lot of problems for the end customer.
two, 3 points. One is we'll have to have a matured rental mechanism. What should be the
Okay.
rentals? Because unless and until because many may not buy, many may would like to live on rentals. Or suppose if I buy a house and I get job somewhere else, so what do I do? Yeah, do I make it a debt capital, or I put it on rentals? Then the administrative efficiency of all of us put together, the regulatory authorities, the development authorities, and all bodies, so that things go fast.